La Silhouette Se Souvient, Episode 2. Silent Cobblestones. Dawn is still an hour away. A 17th century villa on the outskirts of Rome. All interior lights are off. Raymond stands on a stone balcony in a robe, staring into the Umbrian hills. A single, untouched espresso cools on the railing. Insomnia is not the absence of sleep. It is the presence of every hour, all at once. A jet-lagged soul, lost between time zones, can find no port. The body is a ghost. The mind, a radio tuned to static. Raymond's hand trembles slightly as he picks up the espresso cup. He puts it down without drinking. A decision is made. He turns and walks inside. There is a place for people like him. A sanctuary for foreign ghosts, where a man can walk at 3 a.m. and fear nothing more tangible than his own thoughts. Raymond, now in a simple dark coat, walks down a narrow, cobblestone lane, Vicolo. The world is monochrome blue. Mist hangs between ancient stone walls. Not a light is on. Not a cat stirs. The only sound is the soft, precise scuff of his own leather soles on stone. Click, clack, click, clack. Raymond. Vio. A tired thought. Silent cobblestones. Nothing is stirring. Not even a mouse. He smiles, a faint, private thing. The sound of his steps begins to change. They are no longer just his. They are layered with. The Roman cobblestones seem to shimmer. The color bleeds from the blue night into the sepia-tinged gray of a Boston winter. Decades passed. We are in OLD town. It's dilapidated, proud, and poor. Snow dusts the uneven cobblestones. We see the world through young Raymond's eyes, age 6. He is pressed against the frosty window of a brownstone. Before Rome, there was Boston, Old Town, where the city's history was written in stone everyone else wanted to pave over. Young Raymond's world is defined by sound. The grind clatter of a delivery truck's wooden wheels. The clip-clop of a lone horse pulling a cart. The scuff-scurry of a neighbor's shoes, late for work. The heavy trudge of the landlord coming for rent. They told him only poor people lived here, that he should get away. But young Raymond was learning a language they couldn't hear. The cobblestones were his oracle. They spoke of weight, speed, intention. He could tell the vehicle, the animal, the number of worried souls passing by. All from the symphony of impact. Back in Rome, Raymond has stopped walking. Raymond stands still, eyes closed, listening to the echo of his own step. Over his face, we see rapid, ghostly visualizations. Schematics of micro-electromechanical systems, MEMS, waveforms of kinetic energy, mathematical formulas flowering like crystalline structures. He did not listen to escape the sound. He listened to understand it. Years later, when the world needed clean energy, Raymond Kohl did not look to the sky for sun or to the hills for wind. He looked down at the ground everyone walked upon. A beautiful, abstract animation came to mind. A single cobblestone transforms. Within its matrix, billions of microscopic MEMS devices awaken, like synthetic neurons. A footstep falls. The animation shows the kinetic shockwave being captured, measured, converted. A tiny pulse of light travels through nanowires to an organic battery, glowing like a captured firefly. He gave the cobblestones a voice, not to speak, but to sing, to turn the weight of the world into light, into power. The animation grows. The single stone becomes a street, a neighborhood, Old Town, but not as it was. The same historic cobblestones now gleam, clean and true. Between them, a faint, ethereal blue glow pulses softly with the rhythm of passing life. The buildings are restored, vibrant. People smile. His first gift was not to a global grid. It was to the forgotten stones of his youth. He laid his silent, singing pavement over the old, tired bones of Old Town. A ghostly headline appears in the Roman mist before present-day Raymond. Coal Energy retrofits historic district. District now net energy positive. In 3 years, the energy it produced paid for its own grace. The squalor was washed away not by money, but by current. Old Town became a destination, a prize. The very stones they told him to flee had become the foundation of a kingdom. Rome. The first hint of true dawn bleeds at the edge of the sky. Raymond opens his eyes. He looks down at the ancient, silent cobblestones beneath his feet. He understands their language better than anyone alive. Raymond turns to walk back to the villa. This time, his step is different. Lighter. Not a scuff, but a precise, almost tender placement of his heel. Silent cobblestones indeed. He says it out loud. His voice doesn't echo. It is absorbed by the mist, the stone, the sleeping world. There is no one to hear him. Not even a mouse. The cobblestones lie still. But in this silence, we now feel their potential. They are not just stone. They are a battery waiting for a step. A memory waiting for a footfall. A monument to a boy who listened when everyone else told him to leave. La Silhouette Se Souvient. Episode 3. Demons of Childhood. Subscribe for the next memory. Some memories are loud. Some are kills. Others are quiet. A language learned from silent stones. If you're listening, hit subscribe. The Silhouette has more memories to pay.